Today's video is on SIC PLC, which is an insurance company. It has a market capitalization of 234.774 million and outstanding shares of 195.65 million. So this is the key information about SIC. So the next thing we are going to look out for is earning price to earning ratio, which is calculated by picking the share price divided by earning per share, and SIC is having price to earning ratio of 3.6. So meaning investors are willing to pay 3 cedi 60 pesos per every 1 cedi the company take you maybe 3.5 for you to recover your money if you had invested in SIC. Mind you, the value is small. That the 3.6 is small, meaning the company is being undervalued. And if I move down, you can see the comparison between SIC Insurance and other insurance company. You can see the value is between United Insurance Company and that of Linkage Assurance. So here is the financial position of SIC. So within the short term, it's having an asset of 522 million and liabilities of 324 million. Within the long term, to an asset of 642 million and liabilities of 116 million. Let's come to the debt to equity ratio. So the debt to equity ratio tells us how the company fund its operation. Does it borrow money to fund its operation, or it uses its investors' money, that's the equity, to fund its operation? So the debt to equity ratio is calculated by picking the total debt divided by the total equity. So you get a value, and you can see as of 31st of December 2021, the debt to equity ratio of SIC was around 4.7, and it changes as time goes. Of December, 30th of September. So looking at it today, the 30th of September 2025, that was when it was updated. The debt to equity ratio is 0. So meaning the company relies solely on its investors' money, that's the equity, to run or to fund its operation. So let's look at the ownership, that's the top shareholders. So if you have to look at the ownership, individual insiders owns about 13.5%, the general public owns about 14.8%, and institutions owns about 30.4%. The state, that government of Ghana, owns about 40%. So to look at the top shareholders, Ghana owns about 40%, which is equivalent to 78 million plus shares, and is valued at 93.9 million. So meaning the Ghana government owns a stake in the SIC Insurance Company, followed by Social Security and National Insurance Trust, which is NIT. They owns 11.8%, which is equivalent to 23 million plus shares, and is valued at 27.8 million Ghana cedis. And this other companies or individual own stake in the SIC Insurance Company. You can see Daniel Ofori is there, and then Kingsley Adepong and many more other individuals owns stake in the SIC company. GCB owns a share or owns a stake in the SIC company, and many other individuals and companies. So let's come to a stock community. You can see this is the stock community. It tells you the revenue, the earning, the cost of revenue, that's the amount it incurred generating that revenue, and the total expenses, and then the gross profit. So this is just the information about SIC PLC, that's the insurance company, one of the insurance companies in Ghana.